Hello guys, today we have a new point, discussion on the new point. It is partial and total internal reflection. So this is the point which is concerned with the refraction of the light chapter. The various examples are there. The examples of phenomena of rainbow. What is the concept of mirage? For this partial reflection and total internal reflection. So it should be like clarify all these two concepts on the basis of this partial and total internal reflection. So to understand this concept, we know the three basic rules were regarding the reflection of light. What is that? The first is denoted with the help of a simple diagram. So this is media. For example, this is a denser medium supposed to be, and this is what the rarer medium. What happened here? When the light ray incident and it is passing from rarer to denser medium, and suppose this is the normal angle, then the incident light ray, when it passes from rarer medium to denser medium, it bend towards the normal. It bend towards the normal. This is the first rule. So bending of the light, when it moves from rarer to denser medium, the refracted ray is bent towards the normal. Second case, whenever there is a second example, for example, this is the media, and suppose this is a denser medium, and this is what in like insert, for example, this is what the ray, and this is the normal angle. So right now the light ray, it is in denser medium, and when it leaves into the rarer medium, what happen here? There is a, of course, refraction occurs, but the refracted ray, the ray which is just passed from denser to rarer medium, it bend away from the normal. It bend away from the normal. These two rules you have to keep in mind. And third one rule also know. For example, this is what the rarer medium, and this is the denser medium. If the light ray, it is normal, in between the boundary of these two media, there is a straight line passing will be this. This is what inserting, this is what going. So it is not any kind of refraction occurs, it goes as a straight. So these are the three basic rules using which we can understand this concept. Here you have this important concept. Second one, when the light ray is moving from denser to rarer medium, the refracted ray is moved away from the normal. The refracted ray is moved away from the normal. This is what the second concept, very important for us to understand the concept of partial and total internal reflection. Observe, this is what the activity. Here, this is the first medium. This is the medium number 1. And this is what the medium number 2. And here we have the first medium. It is what? Water medium. Means it is a denser medium. And second medium is the air medium. This is the rarer medium. This is what the source of light. It is called light source. This is what? A source of light. From what you got a light rays are there. For the normal, in between the boundary of this rarer denser medium, there is no question. But when this source of light is passing from denser medium and move toward the rarer medium, what happen here? Here it get partially reflection. Partial reflection occurs. What happen here? Partial reflection occurs. Means what happen? Here part of the light, it get reflected back in the denser medium. Part of the light, it get reflected same medium, in the same medium, means in the water medium, and part of the light, it gets refracted. Though this is what? Refracted rays. This is what? The refracted ray. And as we know that second rule, what is that? When the light ray is traveled from denser medium to rarer medium, it bend away from the normal. That's why, suppose this is the angle of incidence. So angle of incidence value is less than the value of angle of refraction. So I is less and R is more. Why? Because it bend away from the normal. This dotted line is nothing but the normal for us. Now, second, this is the second. Again, this is the second light ray which is passing from water medium to air, means denser to rarer. Now here the angle of incidence get increases. Here the value of I is more. As here also the partial reflection occurs. What happen here? As per the Snell's law, when the angle of incidence increases, angle of refraction also increases. So here part of the light, it get reflected back in the denser medium, and part of the light, it get refracted again. It get refracted again, but it again bending away from the normal as per the second. What? The denser medium. When light ray travel from denser to rarer medium, the refracted ray is bending away from the normal. It bend away from the normal. This concept is going on. This is continuously going on. Now the third one. This is what you observe here. What happened here? The angle of refraction goes on increasing as you increase the angle of incidence. In the third case, this is the third ray of light. Here, what happened here? As the angle of incidence again increasing, here the angle of refraction is parallel to this media, and here the angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. Angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. Now what happened here? What happened here? The value of angle of incidence, the value for angle of incidence where the angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. The angle of incidence, the value for angle of incidence where the angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. That value of angle of incidence, it is called as the critical angle. What is that? It is a critical angle. It means that here I can write this angle is, I can write IC. IC stands for critical angle. Critical angle is nothing but the part of angle of incidence. Critical angle is nothing but the part of angle of incidence, but it having the speciality. What is that? For this value of angle of incidence, the angle of refraction equal to 90 degree, and that's why it having the special concept or special name called as the critical angle. Now what happen when you still increasing the value of I? Suppose I increase the value of I, angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. Angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. Suppose again I am increasing the value of I. Now what happen here? Instead of partial reflection, now total internal reflection occurs. Now here total internal reflection occurs, and if you observe this case, what you found? Now when the angle of incidence is more than the critical angle, completely internal reflection occur. There is no any kind of refraction is there. So this is what the concept of total internal reflection. Now someone asked me the question, what are the conditions for total internal reflection? What are the conditions for total internal reflection? So I put forth in front of him, there are two concepts. When these two conditions are reached, at that time we can say that total internal reflection occurs. What is the first mandatory condition? The first mandatory condition is that the light ray must travel from denser medium to the rarer medium. The light ray must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. And second, the value of angle of incidence, the value for angle of incidence is always greater than the critical angle. The angle of incidence, the value for angle of incidence, it should be exceed greater than the critical angle. This condition is called critical angle. If you exceed this condition, then total internal reflection occur. And on behalf of this, we have the two concepts. The first, the concept of rainbow, the phenomenon of rainbow, and second, the phenomenon of mirage, what we discuss in the next video. So this is what the video for partial and total internal reflection. I hope you understood video. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the further notification. Thank you.